And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior.
Hello and welcome to my tour of Christmas stuff. This is the best time of the year. I dare you to tell me otherwise. Let me show you around my minimalist home that happens to be a tiny bit maximalist at Christmas. I do kind of have a thing for gnomes. They are all over this house. Now these, actually this one, I kind of like him a little lower, but my son made them taller. These ones I have all over, and I got them from the Hudson's Bay Company, which is a Canadian company here in town. There's one there, and I have a bunch in the living room, which you will see in a minute. I also have some really old ones on the other side of the room, which are from Norway, and I believe my mom either brought them back when she visited my grandparents who were living there because my grandpa worked for Mobil Oil, or my grandma gave them to my mom. But I absolutely love them, and I just got them in my possession last year, and I'm so happy about that. This is the white Christmas tree, as I call it, because it's mostly white and gold, well, silver and gold, I guess, like the song from Rudolph. It has a very special ornament here, which is my dad's reindeer ornament that sadly has a broken leg, but my dad passed away in February, so this is a very important ornament to me. I also have a lot of other really sweet ones, like this one of my little guy when he was a baby. So because I do have 3 Christmas trees, spoiler alert, I do tend to try to keep the color somewhat similar on the tree, so it's not sort of like, I'm overwhelmed, because like, believe it or not, like I'm already overwhelmed because it's Christmas. So like, and I might add, I'm just getting over a cold, and my husband, who just woke up, it's 2:13, really wants to come down and have his first cup of tea, but I said, you know what? I've been waiting all day for the sun to go down, so you're gonna have to wait. So God bless him for that. Now, when I was decorating, unfortunately, I realized / remembered that the top of this tree doesn't actually have lights anymore. They burnt out, and so then I tried putting new lights on. Unfortunately, the prongs didn't fit, which was a bummer. I think because like they were an outdoor light and these are indoor. But I actually kind of forget most of the time, so it's not a huge deal. I also, look at this. This is Jack Skellington. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. It took me like 2 decades to start liking that. I don't think I really gave it a chance before. And this one is super special. My husband and I got it when we were on our pre-moon to Disneyland years ago. But this is a great tree in this wonderful light front room. This lovely sideboard I had made a few years ago, and I basically had Christmas in mind when I did it. That's how much I love Christmas. And I just put like great decorations out here, trying again to keep like somewhat of the same colors. So it's basically like white and red with just little pops of green. I've got these cute little bottle brush trees. If you saw my decorating video, I was like, gosh, I don't even know where I'm gonna put these guys. I absolutely love it though. I've got this sweet little Merry Christmas truck, and then the Advent calendar, which we use to count down, and I absolutely love it. Now let's get to my second tree, which is kind of a small tree. Doesn't the snow look nice outside? We don't even usually get snow here on Vancouver Island. Not much snow anyway, but I love this sweet little tree. It is so nice. I bought it years ago at Michael's, the craft store. It just allows me to put like a few tiny little ornaments on it, like this little small little ball, the Charlie Brown figurines, and it's just a really nice small thing on this, or I have it next to my son's computer over there, but I absolutely love it. And it's just another way to bring light to this dark house, which is on the side of the mountain, and the sun went down 40 minutes ago, which is at 1:40. This is one of my very favorite trees, and the reason why I don't have the light on right now is because it looks so nice in the dark. So what I love so much about this tree is the reds that I have on it, because again, if you don't want to overwhelm your mind, just keep certain things. So we've got like mostly reds and golds, the odd pop of blue, but I love like this popcorn ornament, and this one which sort of is like, I love cooking. I've got Santa. Again, more gnomes, because I absolutely love the gnomes. And this is kind of more the food related tree. We've got this really cool little sushi bowl and an apple, and it's just a really nice spot here in the entranceway, because it also, again, helps with some of the darkness. And that's what I really love, is at Christmas, we can use these lights to bring light to the dark. And this is our living room where we spend most of our time. And I have it kind of decked out. We tidied up yesterday before I filmed, and this was actually, I took some video because my microphone was not charging. Turns out it was the charger, not the microphone, so thank you, Jesus. However, I wanted to show you that our house is still messy even when it's clean. So there you go. But this is the main tree. I love it. This is where a lot of the kids' ornaments are, like these really cool marshmallows that we got, and more stuff from any trip we go on, we get an ornament. So there's from a trip to Disney in 2013, Tim Hortons cup, because that's a big thing in this house. This really cool Chip and Dale ornament from when we went to Disneyland. We've got this Harry Potter one. I love it. It's kind of long though. Just goes on and on and on and on. Got like the chocolate frog from Harry Potter. The other thing about this tree is I used to have it loaded with chocolate balls, or with those balls. Blue and silver were kind of my themes for a while there. But since we did branch out to having more trees, just with the layout of the house, it could support it, and it really helps with the light. I sort of toned down every tree. The other problem is this, which I have shown in the past, stresses me out. So this is the bookshelf, the main bookshelf. But on here I have, like, I do swap out a lot of my normal ornaments, and I put other things in. There's just a few things that I leave up. Like I put all the books here, I turned them around. One of them, my great viewers last year suggested I did that. Yeah, I just put more of the cute little gnomes there. This is a really fun one. Let me see, does it even have, nope, doesn't have batteries, never mind. But yeah, so because it is so busy, and we did try to take this down. We did try to take this down a couple of months ago. I bought some shelves from IKEA, which are for sale by now, because they just did not fit. It just wasn't like lining up stud-wise, and it was just such a nightmare. So we were like, you know what, let's just keep it. So we left it. But it is good because, you know, then there's spots for these lovely nativity guys from Willow Tree. I think my grandparents going to Norway and spending so long there really left an impression on me because there was a lot of gnomes in their house. And so for me, I'm like, it's not Christmas if there aren't gnomes, right? So this is a really sweet train that my grandma had at her house that she gave me a few years ago, and just other little fun little things. And so not everything even necessarily fits very well, but I just love it. Like it just, I would love to see your pictures too. You can put them on Instagram, tag me. And then I love this nativity. It's very childlike, but it's very special to me. Got my hammerhead shark that's always there, and then these lovely books. And so this is the night, 'twas the night before Christmas. I love it. And this is a sweet little book we bought for my youngest when he was a baby, and it's just like the nativity. This is one of those sentimental items I'm telling you guys you can keep, something like that, right? And then this is our Advent book. And I did talk about this on my Hocus Pocus channel, which also has the the challenge going on. So check that out. And then these are a couple of other little gnomes. I got them at a grocery store one year, and I love them. Behind us is Santa Lane. So this is where I normally just keep my Dutch ovens. But this is where I put the Santas, and another gnome, of course. But there's this Santa, and then those two. This little guy down here, he's really annoying. He's basically just been banished, but I don't necessarily love the Santas as much as some people might to me, because that's not really what Christmas is about. And the nutcrackers, which I love. Can you tell I'm trying to hide my kitchen from you? I am. Do you want to know why? I've been pressure cooking. It's my new obsession. Okay, so this nutcracker my grandma gave me because they downsized last year. Very special. And this one, my mother-in-law gave us years ago. We're Canadian, so Canadian Mountie. What can I say? Let's get to the fifth tree. This is a bit of a tight filming spot, but this is my last little tree. And it reminds me a lot of a tree that my grandma has, and I forget what she calls it. Like, Everywhere or something. This wonderful little tree, and I know we've all seen them before, and I love it. And I have it up here, and it's really cozy, especially if I've come up to like meditate or just have some relaxing time. And then I put our Volkswagen Legos up here as well, because they look really great with this little tree, and it looks super cozy. And I am obsessed with this vibe up here. It's kind of funny for a person as obsessed with Christmas as I am to want to do the amount of decorating that I do, but I still feel like it's somewhat minimal with the exception of the bookshelf in the main room. But I think for the most part, it's actually pretty good and I absolutely love it. So this is actually the decorating video from my other channel, so you can check that out. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.